Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, one of the most beautiful cities in America. Is this truly utopia? Could this be one of the best places to live in the whole world? What's up, guys? It's Bryan Ingham with Ingham Realty. Welcome to my channel. Enjoy living in North Idaho. And on this channel, we talk about what it's like to live here, to work, to eat, to sleep, to play, everything North Idaho. And so today I'm going to be talking about living in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho.
This is the first part of a two-part series in which I will be talking about location, history, landscape, areas, and work. Please stay tuned for the second part in which I'll be talking about playing, shopping, restaurants, hospitals, attractions, weather, crime, and people.
And so let's jump right into it, shall we? First of all, where is Coeur d'Alene, Idaho located? Well, it's way up in the north part of Idaho, which we call the Panhandle, because it looks like a panhandle. And actually, some people have bumper stickers to where if you turn the state sideways, it looks like a gun, which is kind of cool. Anyway, so it's about 100 miles south of the Canadian border. It's about 30 miles east of Spokane, Washington, which is a major city, and then about 60 some miles west of the Montana border. And Coeur d'Alene is located on the north part of the Coeur d'Alene Lake, which is a good sized lake. It's about 25 miles long, and the city of Coeur d'Alene rests on the north shore of that lake. And with that lake, you have a couple of feeder rivers. You have the St. Joe River, as well as the Coeur d'Alene River feeding the lake. And it is a naturally dammed lake, even though they do have a dam in Post Falls that controls the levels. But it is a natural lake, not a man-made lake. And the Spokane River is where the lake flows out of. And then that keeps going all the way, eventually hits some other rivers and ends up in the Pacific Ocean. And anyways, that's where Coeur d'Alene is located. And it also is surrounded by a lot of BLM land, which is government land, Bureau of Land Management, which is it's public land, which means the public can use it. You can do whatever you like with this land. Like a lot of people go fishing and hunting and hiking, and just this playground all around us in Coeur d'Alene. It's pretty cool. And we're also at the base of the Rocky Mountains, so it's very mountainous over here. So the mountains run just to the east of Coeur d'Alene, and as you know, they go from pretty much New Mexico all the way up into Canada, into the Canadian Rockies. And so this big mountain range right by us. So it's beautiful, beautiful country. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the history of Coeur d'Alene City. It's basically a logging town that turned resort town. So it was first incorporated in 1887. And even before that, what was going on here is you had all these French Canadian fur traders coming into town and trading with the local Indians, which we now call the Coeur d'Alene Indians. And these natives were very sharp businessmen. And that's where they got the name Coeur d'Alene. What it actually means is Coeur is French for heart, and Alene means all, which is one of those really sharp, pointy things. So they were they were sharp businessmen. So Coeur d'Alene became the name of the Indians, which became the name of the lake, which became the name of the city. As the city began to grow, more and more people move into the area. there was a lot of people doing logging the trees. And then in the nearby mountains, they found a lot of silver and gems and all kinds of precious stones, and but definitely a lot of silver. The mountains in Idaho are known for, and so all the people were moving here for these reasons, and the town was growing, and a lot of people were coming to visit here just for recreation purposes because it is such a beautiful place. And for many years, Coeur d'Alene was pretty slow growing until about 1986. That's when the Coeur d'Alene Resort was built, and a guy by the name of Hagedon owns this resort, and big beautiful place, as you can see. Got beautiful grounds, beautiful flowers, right on the lake, and a lot of people started coming here from all over the world and really put Coeur d'Alene on the map. And one thing they claim is they have the longest floating dock in the world. It's about three quarters of a mile long, and it's beautiful. I've been on it many times. It's fun to walk around the lake on this floating dock. And the population of Coeur d'Alene really started to explode after that, as a lot of people were seeing how beautiful this hidden gem of a city really is. And the population now is probably close to 60,000 people and continuing to grow. Near this resort downtown, you have all these beautiful places to recreate. You have beaches right there, right on the lake. And these beaches go along the lake all the way down along the Spokane River. A lot of beachfront areas to play, and also two big parks, one on each side of the resort. You have the Coeur d'Alene Park, which is an older park, a lot of big mature trees and play areas, and of course the beach there, and walking and bike paths. And then also you have a newer park called McEwen Park, which is right next to Tubbs Hill. And Tubbs Hill is an awesome place to recreate. So right downtown, you get to hike, go on a couple mile hike. And as you're hiking around this hill, uh, you feel like you're in the middle of nowhere overlooking the lake. You don't feel like you're downtown in the city, but yet the city is like right there. It's pretty cool. I love Tubbs Hill. And yeah, you have these bike trails. You have the Centennial Trail that goes along Lake Coeur d'Alene, it goes along the river, and goes all the way to Spokane, Washington. And you can do just miles of biking and walking and running, whatever you want to do. It's pretty fun. Okay, you're probably wondering what are some of the areas like, or the neighborhoods? What's it like to live there? Well, I'll just highlight a few neighborhoods for you, a few areas. So first of all, we have the downtown area. So downtown area is pretty old. I mean, you might find some newer developments here and there and some rebuilt homes, but mostly you have some pretty old homes, old Victorian style homes, which are beautiful, especially if they're kept up or restored. And now they can be quite pricey if they're a beautiful restored home downtown in a good location, and or you can find an old fixer upper for like in the 300,000s, but the nice restored homes or even newly built homes maybe over $1 million. So you got quite a range there. But the beauty of living downtown. So first of all, you have all the old trees out there, which are give beautiful fall colors, and you're in the proximity to all the shops and restaurants. You can just walk down there. All the events we have downtown Coeur d'Alene, walk down to the farmers market, and you walk to the parks, the beach, go for a hike. You can do all that real close within walking distance. So that's one advantage of living downtown. Another area, a newer area, is called the Riverstone area. And this is on the Spokane River. And so you have access to park and beach right there on the Spokane River. And it's a newer development, a newer shopping area. And so you have all these cool shops and boutique stores and a movie theater and different businesses. And so if you want that newer feel, then Riverstone may be the place to go. And also just going in the middle of Coeur d'Alene, you have a regular family neighborhood. You got lots of them, but one would be Coeur d'Alene Place. And so just a lot of different track homes in there and range from small to large, depending on how big your family is. And they got a lot of parks and just one park that's really big and beautiful right in the center of it. And so you have a lot of families, a lot of kids in there. And yet you're still close to everything. So those are some of the areas in Coeur d'Alene. So the next thing I wanted to talk about is work. What do people do for work up here, right? How do they make money? Well, a lot of people actually start their own businesses up here, and a lot of businesses are moving to the area. For example, I got some friends that moved up here from California, and they started making pickleball rackets, and it's called Selkirk, and they've become like the most popular pickleball racket brand around, and pickleball is really growing. And so you have businesses like that are starting up here, and businesses moving to the area, and so which are creating jobs. So there are lots of places to work. And a lot of people also are working from home from other big cities. There's lots of people I know, like from church, that work remotely, and even my next door neighbor works from Seattle, is where his business is, but he works from home remotely. And a lot of people are moving here because they want to be in an awesome, beautiful area like Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. And here's the other thing. If you can't find work here for whatever reason, what a lot of people do is Spokane is only about 30 minutes away commuting. And so a lot of people work over there, and there's plenty of jobs over there as well. So you won't have a problem making money. But a lot of people also are retiring up here, and so they got their pensions or whatever, so they don't necessarily have to work. If you're thinking about moving to Coeur d'Alene or just in North Idaho in general, please give me a call, shoot me a text, email me. Be glad to help you out. This is what I do, help people relocate here to North Idaho. Doing this every day. I've been doing this for over 20 years, selling real estate, and just love doing it. So please feel free to reach out, and be glad to help you and show you around. If you guys like this video, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button so you'll be notified about more of my videos when they come up, and I can continue to show you this beautiful place, North Idaho. And I'll see you later.